Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, pool fans around the world. Welcome to the 2024 Derby City Classic. Thank you all for tuning in online, and thank all of you for being here. We have a very special 25th year installment this year for you. We're dwindling down from almost 500 players, coming down to our final three. We'd like to thank Aramith Simonis. Of course, this event is brought to you by Diamond Billiard Products, and we're coming to you live from the ACCUSTATS Arena. Also, special thanks to Outsville AccuRacks, as well as Master Chalk. So those are all our sponsors, affiliates, this year, as many years past before, bringing you this event for these glorious 25 years. So thank you once again to all of our sponsors, all of those of you that bought the pay-per-view online, and all of you that are here in attendance as always every year. It's like a family reunion. America's #1 and favorite billiards event, an all-around billiards championship. Thank you very much, all of you once again. Without further ado, let us bring you to the semifinals match. First up, coming to us from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, no stranger here, last year's Derby City Bigfoot champion, of course, 5-time US Open champion, World 8-Ball champion, sponsored by Q-Tech, Rasan, How Tips, formerly South Dakota Kid, now all grown up to be Captain America, it's Shane Van Boening. And his opponent from last round, coming to us from Bedonef, Germany. Close enough? This year's Bigfoot champion already in contention for Master of the Table, coming towards the final three here. The 2022 Bigfoot champion as well, sponsored by Predator, Andy, How Tips, and Apex. It's the killer Joshua FILLER. Gentlemen, you can approach the table to lag for first break. Our official timekeeper is John Baker. And at this time, I'd like to send up to the booth to our very two special guest commentators, Hall of Fame, living legends of the game, Mr. Billy Incardona and Nick Varner. Take it away, gentlemen.
As ACCUSTATS Video Productions presents from the Horseshoe Casino in Elizabeth City, New Jersey, Indiana. This is the 25th tournament, the 25th Derby City Classic, and it's what a great tournament this has been so far, Nick. And there were 483 players in this event. This is the bank pool event. There's only 3 players left. The player that's not going to be playing in this match, Justin Hall. Justin Hall. And don't get me wrong, Justin Hall, even though he doesn't have that household name as Van Boening and Joshua FILLER, he certainly isn't any underdog to either one of these two players. And I expect this to be really a sharply contested match, Nick. I think both of these players are really playing well. I watched them both play in the last day or so, and I really couldn't pick one player over the other to win this particular match.
Yeah, I'd have to say this is a toss-up here.
Yeah. Now, Van Boening has played 2 really toughly fought consecutive matches going into this match, and he jumped right from that last match into this match. So he's pretty worn right now. So therefore, of the 2 players, I give the edge, a slight edge to FILLER because he's the more rested player. He's more fresh than Van Boening, and let's see if that's going to be the difference between these 2 guys.
Well, on the opposite side of that coin, Billy, Shane's got to play a little bit more recently, so he might be the player that's a little warmed up a little better.
Yeah, well, and if he would have played another day and a half, would he have been warmed up more so then? In other words, without quitting, there comes a time when you get a little exhausted, I would think. Of course, that's just my personal opinion because of how my stamina reacts to situations like this, which is certainly no indication that his will as well. Excellent shot, by the way.
Yes.
Excellent shot. And too often, little subtle moves like that go underappreciated.
Well, sometimes shots like that win the match.
Yeah, absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Joshua FILLER showing us that he can elevate and draw the cue ball back to the rail, with just little effort, but obviously exceptionally executed well.
What do you like here? You like knocking that one into the four, knocking both of them up table, and getting the cue ball back close to where it's at now, somewhere on that in rail.
Yeah, you can bet that you know this shot, Nick. You've played this shot on me about 10,000 times. Yes, sir, boy. You don't give up air when you play. There ain't no gimmies out there when your opponent walks at the table.
Well, I like them short rails. I call those the gold bar, Billy.
Yeah. Every time you play a match, your opponent has splinters in his fingers.
Well, I just want to give him something to rest his hand on.
How considerate of you. All right. And once again, Van Boening at the other end of the table. Filler obviously does that quite well himself. Notice the position of the cue ball at less than an inch off that bottom cushion. Van Boening looking at the table now. He doesn't really have a good shot. And I'm talking about he doesn't have a good safety either, Nick. He's in a lot of trouble right here.
Well, is he going to come off the 6 ball or? No, he's just going to take no chances.
He didn't get a rail.
Yeah, he owes one there.
That'll cost him one. Filler does have a bank cross side with the 5 ball. You know, it's a shot that we'd like to shoot, but it carries a penalty, Nick. If he doesn't put it down, you know, he figures to leave something here. But you have to agree that he has to shoot this shot.
Yeah, he's got to cut it a lot. That always makes these shots hard to judge, but he hit it perfect. That wasn't the easiest shot in the world.
No. He has a shot on the 6 cross side. I believe that's the ball he's going to end up shooting here. Now he's looking to bank the 7 cross corner. That's a tough shot. Big ball with the 9 ball. Nicely struck.
Oh, boy, very nice.
Very nicely struck. Yeah, he's the player that played against a fellow from Germany, and he grew up playing against him. I don't recall what his name was.
Thurston Hallman?
No, he caught the last match on this table. We played him.
Oh.
P-O-T something. Anyways, another champion from Germany. And I was watching him play in that match, and he was hitting the ball so nicely. And he's continued so far in the early stages of this match, hitting the ball so crisp and clean. 2-0 in favor of, 2-1 in favor of Filler. No, 2-0.
2 to -1.
2 to -1. I can't. 2 to -1. Correct. Nicely struck ball. He's not going to like this. Filler comes to the table with options here. You like the 3 or the 2 in this shot, Nick?
That's a close call. I kind of prefer the cross corners myself. I feel like that pocket's a little bigger. Seems like on these cross sides, them tits seem bigger. Those points seem to be so much bigger than they really are.
Right. But he was so close to the 2, you know, he was going to hit it accurately.
Yeah.
You know, so therefore you have to figure or factor that into the equation there, which shot you don't want to shoot. But if you notice, when he banked the 3 cross corner, he had automatic position on the 2 cross side. Yeah. So maybe that in itself was the final indicator of which shot was the better of the 2.
I kind of thought he'd cross that one, but
yeah, crossing it puts the ball in the pocket if you miss it. So therefore, you know, he only needs 1 ball. Van Boening needs 5.
Actually, and if you hang up a ball, he can't win until that ball comes out.
Right, exactly. That's playing the percentages there. You know, you play to win the game, and if you don't win it, then at least you put a ball out of play, which is always good when you only need 1 ball and your opponent needs 5 or 6.
Yeah, he just assumed that didn't fall.
I kind of like, well, if he's off angle on the 6, you don't want to elevate. I'd rather bank the 4.
Right.
You know, if you're off angle. If you have to elevate on the 6, look to bank the 4, where that carries a much more natural safety than the 6.
Yeah, I kind of like the 4. He's crossing it. I didn't realize he could cross that bank.
And notice how much spread he got with that ball when it came off that side rail.
Yeah, it came off pretty wide.
Yeah, it sure did. Well, anyways, game number 1 goes to Filler. He leads in this match in a race to 3, 1-0. Yeah, Filler's the type of a player that, he's a very fast, quick-paced player at the table, and you would think that he would play, or most players would play a little haphazardly with that type of a pace, but not this guy here. He's an intelligent player. He plays the percentages. Really, really impressive player to watch play, especially if you really know the intricacies about the game, because he really illustrates a lot of them. Great player. He's looking at the 2. He wants to 2-rail the 1 here. I like this shot, but you don't really want to leave him that cross side on the 2 on this shot, Nick.
Yeah, that's the bad news. Oh, he went 1 rail.
Oh, he went 1 rail. I thought he was going 2 cushions, and I was kind of curious on why he would opt to shoot that shot because of the position of the 2. So he answered my question. I misinterpreted what he was trying to do. And now I understand why he did what he did. He does have a cross side on the 2. Now, this carries a little bit of a penalty, Nick, because the cue ball is going into possibly the ball's on the other end of the table. So if he doesn't make this and the cue ball does find itself going into the 9 or one of those balls, he's going to have a problem.
Yeah, that's a shot that could cost you this game. But I think he's come out, at least he's got to make a good bank on this 1.
Yeah, well, he's going to shoot the 1 cross side. I believe he's going to pocket it because he's close enough to the 1 to hit it with a good stroke and accuracy.
Well, that a little harder speed. I thought he might hit that a little smoother, but
in less English than possibly, because he went wide. I think the English obviously altered that angle somewhat, a little bit more than he anticipated. Is he playing the 9 here? Looks like the 9's frozen to the 4.
Drew back for shape.
Now, if he shoots the 4, he doesn't figure to get shape on any other ball after this, so therefore he's going to have to do his best to cinch it. I would just cinch it and just stick the ball right where it is now. Not try to do anything fancy with the center ball. Just stick the ball there. Just like that, nothing fancy. He wasn't able to put it down. I don't know. I don't believe he has left a cross on the 4. Yeah, that was a shot really I didn't expect him to see. I expect him to miss that ball, but
yeah, he tried to play position. He drew back for position.
Yeah, he sure did.
Kind of a little bit like that disease in one pocket where you try to make one too many balls.
Yeah.
That 5 looks tough. He's got to spin that just right.
Don't you gotta like hit the fullness of this ball and turn it in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of cutting it, I would just hit the fullness of the ball and just let the English
bring it back.
Bring it and turn it into the pocket, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Well, I think if you try to cut and make this, you're going to have big problems.
Yeah. And if you miss it, you're going to definitely sell out something. Let's see how well he does.
I think he's done real good. Maybe no.
No. Well, he's got a bank on the 3. He's got to hold it up. It looks like the 3 is pretty close to the rail, and holding this type of a shot up with the object ball so close to the rail could create a problem or a double kiss here. Let's see how well he hits it.
Yeah, it was nice and smooth there.
Now he has a shot on the green 6 cross corner. That looks like it's straight in. If you can call anything straight in, which is not really, but all you had to do is hit it like you see it, a full ball. And he'll be able to feel this. He'll either pocket this or come real close. Because I know he's going to have a good look at this. I think the speed got him there, Nick. He hit it too soft. A little harder speed would have shortened it up. And you know, that's the type of a speed you really want to hit that type of a shot with. And when you're out there practicing, you know you hit that particular shot with a certain speed that ensures the accuracy, and you can tell exactly what's going to happen off that rail, what that object ball is going to do when you hit it with that consistent, semi-hard speed.
He's going to go. He's just going to stick his ball here and go for the 1, I guess, or the 2. He used the whole pocket on that one.
Well, the speed that he hit that shot with was what really, really got that ball to fall. Hit it with a perfect speed.
Yeah, I like drawing back here a little too far maybe, but it's all right.
Yeah, he's got a problem here. The cue ball position only about a 1/4 of an inch off that bottom rail. And he doesn't have a type of an angle on any ball to play a nice, easy safety.
What do you do? Just put it up there close to the 5?
He's going to do, oh, look what he's doing. That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's let the cross corner on the 5 here, Nick.
Yeah.
But it's not without a risk here, because if he doesn't put it down, he's going to have some sort of a shot, mostly on the 6.
Problem is, though, he's liable to leave a shot on that.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah. And you don't like it. Tough shot to shoot. Can he hit that bottom cushion and go back up table?
I think he's just going to cross it and bring
hit
it
the bottom
back
cushion
up
and
table.
go back up table. Looks like it's excellent speed.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, you got to play the 6 here, I think, because you're bringing the cue ball all the way up. No.
Yeah, maybe if he strikes the 6 too thinly, he may end up with a problem. He don't like it for some reason. He's coming off the 7 and going 2 cushions up table, I believe. That's nice speed, Nick.
Yes, it was good speed.
Yeah. Even though you ended up 6 inches or 5 inches from that bottom cushion from where he shot from, I think that's excellent speed because of the angle and the distance he shot from.
Table 26. Kevin Baldwin, table 26, you're on the clock. Richie Rich, you're up on table
I think he's got a bank to his left, straight back. I don't know if he's going to shoot it. Looks like all the pockets are pretty jammed up there. I don't know if he can twist it and control that cue ball, not giving up anything if he misses it. But then again, he has to make sure that he doesn't give up a bank or return on the 6. Let's see what he does. He's going to put the cue ball behind a 5. Can't argue with that, Nick.
No.
They're playing pretty close right now. Both players understand the importance of this game.
Yeah, they're treating each other with a lot of respect here, Billy.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad at him. I like guys. I like betting on guys that do that kind of stuff. That's why I always like betting on you. Yeah. Good speed.
Yeah, 9 feet away is always a pretty good solution, huh?
Yeah, without a doubt. And how much more obvious is that as you get older? That distance, you say, oh my goodness, he made a great choice. when you're young, you say, well, that's okay.
Are you trying to say we get to be cowards at an older age, Billy?
Yeah, those long shots, they don't go in that often if you hit the right side of the ball. Yeah. He's got a 2-railer here, but that's no good because he can leave a bank on the 4. Unless he does something with the cue ball. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's got a 1-railer.
That's a nice hit there.
Yeah.
I like that shot he picked. Just roll it in.
Yeah, he's amassed a 3-1 advantage in game number 2 First one, he gets 5 balls. He's got 3. I kind of like staying on the other side of the table with the cue ball, Nick. Now he's got a nice, easy safety coming off the left side of the 6.
Yeah, I think maybe he drew that a little further over than he wanted.
Yeah,
maybe, possibly.
Quite possibly. Yeah, I think if he would have ended up in the center of the table, he would then create a more difficult situation for Filler. But Filler, I don't know what he did there, but it wasn't any good.
Well, you got some choices here, but I think I like the 6 unless you can play the 4 and get around it, but I don't think you can. I think it's a laying too tough.
And I think the likeliness of him playing the 4 and giving up a shot on the 6 is more likely than him giving up a shot on the 4 and playing the 6 first. I think that the defense of this shot is a little bit better than the other shot.
A little hair short. Yeah, you're right. I guess he'll play this 2 in the corner. That's 6.
Yeah. You've got to play the 6-2 in the corner because it's in a bad position on the table. You want to get rid of that ball because of the position that it's laying in. So therefore, since you need all the balls, you have to move that 6 at some point in this rack. Move it now.
Don't have to cut this too. Well,
exactly
he cut it
right.
A lot.
You were the first to see that right away. You know, he was cutting it too much, and you made that obvious that you don't have to cut that particular shot as much as he was addressing the table, looking to cut it a little bit more than it needed to be cut, which was obvious. Saw the result.
I think he's going to bring that 6 over by the 4 and 5 and come up table here. Put that 6 on that rail and go toward the right upper pocket.
Yeah, I like it too because he needs 1 ball. He wants to make sure he can create some clusters, ties up some balls. That's his objective right now if he doesn't have a shot.
Yeah, right now I like his position.
I figured you would. Yeah, they're quite fortunate to have gotten that little double kiss there, ending up with the cue ball on this end of the table. Quite fortunate.
Well, you come off the left side of the 1, or did you see something else there, Billy?
Yeah, that seems to be the most natural safety available.
Or is he trying to make the 1?
Pretty, he's got to hit this pure because he has to get that cue ball away from the 5. Oh, he went on the other side. That's fine and well to do that. I mean, nothing wrong with that, obviously.
Well, he's playing the 6 for that upper right pocket.
Does he have? Yeah,
I don't know if you can get away here. The 6.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice because
right
he needs 6 balls. I mean,
yeah,
he needs 6 balls. He needs. Yeah, does he still owe 1, Nick?
No, he's got 1.
Oh, he's got 1?
Shane's got 3. Shane needs 2 balls. He's got a good cross here. I like just rolling this across. Do you like to hit it with speed, this 6er?
Well, I like.
Oh, he's not even playing it. Oh, yeah, this cross is a much better shot. Game number 2 goes to Shane, 1-1.
Yeah, this match is coming down exactly the way we thought it would. It would be sharply contested by both players. Now, at the end of game number 2, it's tied up 1 game apiece, race to 3. Yeah, I kind of like the way Van Boening played that particular game. You know, he's so difficult.
He's thinking clearly, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very difficult to beat. I thought for sure that he would go into this match a little bit, a little bit worn, but he certainly hasn't shown it.
No, and in a match like this, decision making so critical.
Oh, you're not kidding.
So critical.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you get to this stage of the tournament, you know you're playing another player that's definitely an upper echelon, way upper echelon player. And you better make the right decisions because you can't expect your opponent not to. You know. He's got a cross on the 6 here. That's available. And he's got to hit it with a nice soft speed so it lengthens out a little bit because you got to cross it.
Yeah, this is one you really need to make. There could be a penalty on this one.
Yeah, should be.
If you don't make it. He got it long enough. I knew he was fighting getting that thing to spread enough.
Yeah. It looks like he may have a cross corner on the 2. It's pretty marginal whether he can get by that 9, hit the 2 ball precise enough to pocket the 2. Evidently, it looks like he can because he's going right to the shot here. Now this looks like somewhat of a kiss here, Nick. Let's see. I don't know. Looks like it's. I don't know. No.
I think all he's worried about here. I think Billy. I think he's seeing where he wants a cue ball to go after he banks it. But he's going after this 3.
If he soft draws off the 9, I think he's going to play a good cue ball. If he shoots the 9 and soft draws it.
That's what I like about the 9 here. That 9, even if you don't make it, it's going to block that hole, you know, for these for the 3 ball. But this could come with a penalty if you miss this one.
I've been noticing that he's hitting these straight backs extremely well. No, not that time.
He hit the 1.
And he sold out on the 9. That's a good starter. It's always nice to walk to the table with a nice starting ball.
Yes.
Yeah. And position on the next one, which will be the 5. You draw it back and play probably shape for the 5 cross corner. If he has that angle to do that, I don't know if he has the angle to do that. Sometimes when you try to force the angle for position, you end up missing the bank. Unless he's crossing it, Nick.
Oh.
Yeah, he tried to cross it to play shape. He knew that he could hold it up by hitting it straight on. But when you start crossing those balls, a little crazy things start happening, Nick.
Yeah, that's one key thought always in my mind is position is secondary. Making the ball you're shooting is job number 1.
And anytime you cross a ball, you know, it's a little more difficult to judge how that ball's coming off that cushion because you got to factor in the speed, the turn, and everything. And it's quite difficult at times to factor all those things in and hit it accurately with the right speed and everything because all those things, the speed and the turn on the ball, are very, very, very conducive to how that ball is going to react. And it's very difficult to judge that most of the time. Especially when you have a straight-on shot, all you need to do is draw it right straight back or stop it. And you get cinched the ball.
You think it's the best shot here, or you think crossing that 3 might have been a better shot?
Oh, I couldn't tell you, Nick. I really didn't notice.
Boy, this 8's laying awful good for a long rail.
Yeah.
I always like them long railers. When that object ball is closer to the rail, you get 1.5 feet, 2 feet from the rail, and them long railers are not so easy.
No, you know how it's going to come off now. It's a much easier hit because you can see your target. Now, he scratched about 3 or 4 times in a pocket that I thought that a couple of them were kind of like, you know, ill-fated.
But he played across side.
Not that one.
He played across side against Schoen and drew it in that right. Remember that shot?
Yeah, right. See, he's got such a powerful stroke. By drawing that ball with his powerful stroke, that cue ball was going to go toward that pocket, which it did, and unfortunately fell into the pocket. But his stroke, he hits that cue ball so accurately. You know, he gets a lot of action with it. And that time he got the action that he didn't want. Nice.
Well, that's a good shot there. That's not so easy.
Now he
Boy,
likes the
do
7.
you like this better than the 1?
Well, you know what? He does. That's what's most important. He does. You know, those pockets are taking those balls. It's very forgiving in a couple of those balls that have fallen. And those pockets are very, very forgiving.
Yeah, they're sliding pretty good, aren't they?
And that's probably why he opted to shoot that. Plus, the position was probably a little more automatic. Again, another one, forgiving. Boom. He's got the 8, or he's got the 8 cross corner. This is a little bit of a different shot here. He's looking at the 6 here.
Yeah.
No, that's a better ball if it can go. And it can go. Now he's got the 8. So he needs 1 ball, Nick?
Needs 2.
Oh, yeah, he needs 2. Now he's got the 3 here. Now let me ask you something. Do you go ahead and hit this with some speed, or do you lag it? He needs 1. His opponent needs 3. What do you do here, Nick? This is a very tough decision to make here.
I kind of like rolling it, unless
you hit it like that?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't really hesitant, you know, and he had the confidence to hit it with the strokes. He knew he was going to get the best accuracy with the shot.
I think that's one of those that it's a player's preference, you know what I mean, as far as whatever you feel like you can make that ball the best with.
I agree, but of course, if you opt to shoot it with that speed, you have to have the confidence in yourself. You know what I mean? You can't be like afraid of the shot. You play to win and you don't play not to lose. Okay? By shooting with a softer speed, you're kind of like playing not to lose. But by hitting it with that speed that he hit it with, that's an indication you're playing to win. And when you're playing to win, you know you're showing a lot of confidence. And that's what I liked about that shot.
Well, playing to win usually works better than playing to keep from losing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got it, Nick. Now, Filler's at the table, and it's a perfect time for him to be at the table after closing out game number 2 in the fashion that he did. He's definitely in stroke right now. He's feeling it, and he's at the table with the shot.
Yeah, if he makes this 8, this match may be over the way these balls are laying.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it now, Nick.
Because he's got a lot of good balls here.
Yes, he sure does.
He's crossing. He could run 5 and out here.
Looked like he got a kiss there. Maybe I saw it wrong, but it looked like he got a little bit of a kiss there. I'd like to play it again, but obviously he didn't, because he's a very honest player. He would have probably backed up off the shot and said, I got a kiss, but he probably didn't. And he's really look at him, Nick. He's looking to win this match right now. He's got the 2 cross. He's got the 4 cross corner. He likes those cross corners. Which is the 2 that you shoot here? You shoot the 4. He's closer to the 4. You know he's going to hit that a lot more accurately. But he's such an accurate ball striker that even if the 2 is laying better, the angle that he likes is the 2. I think that's the one he's going to shoot. Even though it carries more of a distance, it's a tougher hit. But he's such a pure ball striker.
Does he roll this, or does he hit it firm?
No, he's gonna pop it in. Yeah, he's popping it. 1 more, and he'll run 2 consecutive racks, Nick.
Yeah.
Now this one you might roll. He's getting near the rail. You're probably better off rolling this one. Not him. I mean, there you go. There you go. Now that's some pretty way up there play.
He really played those last 2 games superb. It was an even match.
Yeah.
Until the last game when he hit him with, 3 or 4 there?
Yeah, 4 and 5. I mean, he says enough of this nonsense. He says, I'm just running out, and that's exactly what he's done.